Hey there YouTube, it's Troy Shipman here, and today I'm bringing you my thoughts on why I think art is so hard to understand. And I've thought about it, and it seems to be able to be broken down into some very easy to understand concepts. Here they are. Number 1. Postmodernism sucks. Ever since about the 1950s, people have become increasingly internally focused, which means that they're focusing on their own needs over the needs of the community. Postmodernism was the era that quite literally came after modernism. It's also the era associated with individualism, subjectivity, and contemporary art. Because of subjectivity, everything is so broad, it's so very difficult to understand everything because everyone has their own personal take on it. And that's part of the reason why postmodernism makes art so hard to understand. Number 2. Capitalism sucks. Alongside this shift to internal focus, there's also been a shift in the mindset where the needs of oneself come above the needs of the many. Largely a society we're capital driven, which means that we place the needs of ourselves and our self-gain above the needs of the community and above the needs of culture. If something doesn't make us money, what is the point of it? Number 3. Globalization sucks. Because of the advent of the internet, we have so much that is available to us. We can see artists in China, we can see artists in New Zealand, we can see artists in England, America, Uruguay. Being able to see all these people means that there's so much to learn. Part of the trouble with this is that you don't know where to start. And on the other end of this, you've also got where do I finish? Where does it end? Now don't get me wrong, disclaimer, globalization not entirely bad. Without globalization you wouldn't have the internet, which means that you wouldn't have YouTube, which means that you wouldn't have me. So there are plus sides to some of these as well. Number 4, academia sucks. The way art is taught in primary, secondary and tertiary levels is designed to propagate a system which is currently not working. It is destroying our culture. However, what it means is that you're not learning about art properly in any of these levels. You get to even tertiary level and then, and only then, you start to learn about art theory properly. A lot of what you're taught in these schools is technique rather than theory, and that's perfectly fine, but it means that we're creating artists who don't actually necessarily understand the importance of art. This is just a basic introduction into why art is so difficult to understand. There are many more complicated reasons, but again, that makes it just a lot harder to understand. If there are particular topics that you want me to go into further, please let me know. Leave them in a comment below. Anyway guys, that's this video. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you want to see other videos like this, comment below with what you think I should do. My next video is probably going to be an introduction to Impressionism, which I think is the easiest movement to talk about, simply because it's so pivotal in its time frame. If you want to see that video or more content like it, please subscribe here or check out last week's video here. I'll catch you guys next week for more arty fun. Until then, bye! But in all seriousness, praise God for the internet and YouTube, because without those things, God bless them, you wouldn't have me.